I'm recording this video because I just came back from a run, and during that run I realized something extremely... Hi Tana!
Hi!
Come in! Hello!
Hi!
Is it too dark?
Yes.
Too dark. There she is.
But you should show the piercing.
Oh yeah,
There.
new piercing and new hair.
Mm.
And sweaty.
Yes.
So, it's actually good timing that Tana came, because what I want to talk about actually is a bit about her. And it's something that, yeah, for me it's...
Ask me to marry him.
Hmm?
You're gonna ask me to marry you.
No. I'm going to tell them what I just told you. So I just came back from a run with Tana, her mother, and our dog Spock. And during that run, it was dark. Spock was a bit everywhere. He was chasing a cat, then he was running off into the bushes, and suffering from a bit of back pain today. So I wasn't so patient. And when I wanted to run a bit faster than the others, I noticed that he also wanted to go fast, so he followed me, and I didn't really want the responsibility for him today. And I think also after a long day of work, I felt a bit tense inside. So I think I didn't tell Tana in the best way possible that I think I was a bit maybe direct, saying, take care of Spock so I can run. And I think at least if it had been the other way around, I know that I would have gotten a bit hurt. For me, it would have taken me 5 seconds to take a deep breath, to think about how I could formulate this in a better way, a bit more sensitive. And those 5 seconds could potentially really make the whole difference for the rest of Tana's run. So really just those 5 seconds could have or maybe not steal 30 minutes of her day. And I think this is something that we encounter in so many aspects of our lives. It could be, if we wake up a bit grumpy and we say goodbye to our partner or our kids in a not a nice way, then your kids or your partner could spend the entire day feeling a bit bad because of that way. And or it could be when you're in the grocery store, maybe you're on the phone and you don't even look at the cashier. Those are things that at least some people really notice, really feel. I'm really in a phase of thinking a bit more about how to spend my time a bit more consciously, how to be a bit more productive, but also how to have a better impact in this world. And for me, it's quite crazy that how we can invest just a few seconds thinking through a better way of saying things or a better way of acting could really have an impact of really making a difference for several hours, maybe days, maybe weeks for someone else. So that's something that I'm really going to bring with me, and to try to be a bit more conscious of my own words. As a teacher, or I also think this is general knowledge, that you only learn if you're in a safe space. And I think we're all responsible. We all have a lot of power in creating or destroying the safe space of other people. Yeah, you could potentially make someone feel so bad that you ruin their entire productivity for that day, and all the potential that person has in spending that day instead happy, making a contribution into the world. And I think this is a really like a chain reaction, a very vicious circle. If you are annoyed and if you treat someone else in a way that's not optimal, that person is losing his good mood and might treat someone else in a not so nice way in turn, which expands and expands and expands. So one word or one interaction from you could really transmit over into all of the reactions of another person in this period of pandemic. We all know how much something can spread, and I think really energy also spreads in a similar way. And I also think something to be aware of is that people are different. Some people are sensitive, some people don't care. If you don't care about these things, it's maybe more likely that you're also not so aware of how other people might feel, depending on how you talk to them. So I think those are the thoughts. But and it might seem a bit obvious, but at the same time, still we don't do this. We don't take that one breath and rethink how we want to say it. A lot of the time we don't. And so I really think at least this is something I have to keep repeating to myself. Tana, repeat this to me as well, so I don't forget. Please, if you may. I think that's so important. And really, just a few seconds can make such a big difference in the life of someone else. And so instead of because you are too lazy to use those 5 seconds in talking in a nicer way, you steal that half an hour or that one day or that 1 year from someone else, and the repercussions are massive. And really, as a society, I think maybe this is the one thing we can do with the least effort, but that has the greatest impact, really, to talk to each other in a bit more conscious way.